And hello, we're back with Guilty Gear at Button Check 2019. You already know me, and my guest today on commentary is that Maito.
See ya, guys. It's nice to see you again at Button Check 2019.
Yay.
Isn't it right?
That's right. It's the year 2019 and the tournament is called Button Check.
Yeah.
It all checks out.
It's perfect.
Simple.
All right.
So, the first match. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Dracula
Versus
from Dark Origin.
for Dark Origin and Pita, the Button Check champion. Should I say? No. Last year he wasn't champion, but he's well known in the area. And we're going right to the action, I think.
Yep. First hit.
And
Jumping age.
Bad burst from Pita.
Oh, punch. Teleports in place. And look at Dracula searching for Pita with that jumping dust.
Pita manages to get right in, and he's in.
Yeah,
Trying
first
to...
knockdown. Ooh, scoops him low.
and manages to avoid.
The escape, so smart.
Pita gets a hit. Still no corner, still no mix-up.
No, but he
Dracula turns it around. Now Pita and grab. This might be it.
he charges it up even more.
And that's it.
Yeah, 2 command grabs, that adds so much to pain gauge.
The innate mechanic of Raven, his health can be turned into a meter.
Meter for making moves stronger. And so look at that first real pressing from Dracula, and Pita just shrugs it off.
Pita gets the hit, but a bad grab. Confirm.
Gets
Still
the low hit.
A bad burst.
Oh! And look at Dracula picking up his opponent, but Pita answers. Short combo, but still Pita has the corner.
Pita gets a standard YRC projectile. Okay, and that was it. That's enough. First game going to Pita.
Oh, yes, and we're in winners quarterfinals right now. So it's Pita and Dracula. The next match will be VTV owner against Randy. But in the meantime, a clash at the very beginning of the fight. Oh, look at Pita sniping his opponent.
Pita being disrespectful, going for the air dash reset, and it worked out.
Yo, combos, we got the command grabs. And the lows open Dracula up. Look at Pita, so oppressive as Raven. He was hoping for Dracula to attack him with that stance, but Dracula, no, he just jumps back, tries to regain his composure.
Oh, so smart from Pita. Get the maximum advantage from that situation.
Yes, and a real punish.
Though Dracula didn't use the burst at all.
Yeah.
Maybe he's scared of really obscure Raven burst points.
He might be, because Pita is usually going for short combos.
Yeah.
You could see that. Oh, nice counter hit, picks him up. Oh, black beat.
Combo still matters,
Still counts, the damage is there. Blocks. And again, needle into YRC, into air grab.
And look at the corner carry just from a block string.
Yeah, Dracula is helpless against Pita in the corner.
Throw reset and the optimized combo.
Dracula blocking, careful, Pita coming in with the low. And again, needle into YRC.
What's gonna be the mix-up?
Let's mix up again, low, short block string. And Dracula looking for an opportunity, but there is none.
And a mighty jump out, and the jump S from Raven, a really solid button all along.
Yeah, just neutral jump, falling button.
As it happens with Chip, a very fast 2 games, 2-0 for Pita.
Yeah.
Chip is basically made from paper, if you haven't noticed.
And Dracula had such a hard time fighting against Pita, because Pita would often go for the same things, but that's Raven for you.
Raven is really basic in the end.
Yeah.
If you look at it on the paper, there's not much you can do, but it's just effective.
It's just effective. There are real 50-50s. You have to react to those. And Pita, especially when he got the corner, that's when he started doing a bit more advanced stuff, a bit more different, mixing it up really.
Exactly. There's not much he can do during the mid-screen setups, but in the corner, that's where Raven play begins.
And look at that, the throw, and the simple finish from Pita. That was round 1. And that was the sign of things to come.
As you can see,
Yeah.
a good debate on the forward take.
Yeah, far S, anti-air, so hard to work around them.
I think it's 5H.
The 5H, sorry.
The 5H
sorry,
is
sorry,
the-
sorry. 5H, yeah. But anyway, the angled attack, it's so hard.
It's really strong.
And you could see, like this, you know, that was the punish
There was
from
the punish
the
on
stance.
the blitz, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good awareness of the situation.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that Pida enjoys playing this character.
Yeah.
He has some time on him.
That's true, that's true. So we can go with Pida highlights reel and Dracula, poor Dracula, so close with that final moment, right?
Right. Now, Randy versus VDV owner.
That's right. We have VDV owner again playing Potemkin as he always does, which means we're gonna have a feast for our eyes because this man's been playing Potemkin for a long time now.
And owner is a crowd pleaser. He loves those backdashes into podbusters.
Oh yes, that's what it's made for. So Potemkin against Batman, Randy representing me, myself, and I.
All right, so you know this matchup from one side. So what's your opinion about it?
It's unlosable to Batman.
Oh, really? As we can see, a button check staple, button check.
That's right. So, you know, of course, take that with a grain of salt, but my experience, for example, the last time I played against owners Potemkin in Exert was never. So it's very difficult for me to accurately judge it, but I did play against other Potemkins, and I just find it that after Batman got the buff to down H, the big blow from underneath the opponent, after that became jump cancelable, the matchup became obnoxious. It's obnoxious how much Batman can harass Potemkin.
Basically, if you can set up Deja Vu, if I get it right, there's very often not a situation where you'll be minus.
Yeah.
So Potemkin can really punish you for doing stuff.
I'm gonna watch out for Randy to use as many TK balls as possible, because that really shuts down Potemkin's ground game, and he takes to the sky. See, he shuts down opponent's ground game differently. Nice backdash into throw.
And a bad burst, but no punish.
No punish. It's time for corner for owner. Oh, nice falling S. That was balls to the wall. Crazy.
He actually baited him because he thought he was going to bat slam, definitely.
Yeah.
Still a good situation for owner.
Yeah, Randy trying to set up Deja Vu gets punished, but nice confirm into task B. The pressure is there.
That was finicky.
Yeah, the cross-upper is there. The Deja Vu keeping him in place, but owner with the heat extend ender.
This is a bad situation for Randy.
Yeah. Look at that anti-air punch.
Almost got the answer.
Dracula, the mix-up is there. Blocks are there as well. Nice for Randy. Oh, but he messes up the down H.
And a scrambler. And owner manages to get on top of that.
So that was mad smart for Randy to do the 1H because it beats so many moves. As a counter poke, but it's also very risky, very punishable. So he took a great risk, didn't pay off, but here he comes with the blender.
Owner is trying to find an answer to this, but he's
No answer.
helpless.
No answer. So
There's a flake.
big hit from the teleport, and owner staying full screen, going for Mega Fist.
In the worst case, Randy has all the meter he needs to confirm anything. Oh!
And look at Randy, so smart with the air dash S. And he's using the balls, TK balls, as I told you, to cover his approach. He takes the round.
Seems like a really hard matchup.
Yes, and so far, Randy has been focused on playing neutral. He goes for the nice buster. He goes for the simple stuff in mid-screen. He didn't get the corner too much, so we didn't see the crazy stuff yet.
Oh, and another pod buster.
Another one.
Owner is getting a lot of pressure right now.
Yes, owner so advantages Randy on his last legs, bursts badly.
Even though a gold burst, it wasn't enough.
Yes. there's some crowd reaction going on.
Definitely.
And they go straight to rematch. I like how Randy was playing. He should watch out for the busters, that's true, but other than that, he shouldn't really change much about his game plan. So far, we have 6Ks.
Good scramble.
Good
But again,
scramble.
manages to get him out of the corner.
Nice block! Oh, so close, but the Buster wins.
Owner caught Randy pressing buttons, and this will be it.
Yeah, very quick round from Owner. So we're sitting at a match point Owner, starting with a hammer fall.
Did
Goes
not
slide
get
head,
the backdash.
blocks the overhead. Randy on point with the blocks.
It's an overhead? I thought that's an elbow cable.
No, man, Buster is an elbow cable.
Oh,
Don't you know?
I don't know.
All right, nice backdash into YRC, but the 6K is there. 6K, Dracula into super, and Owner throws his opponent out.
Very quick 2-0, even though Randy put so much work into the neutral, and it looked like Randy was having the control, and one hit for Owner, and suddenly the game was gone.
See, that's the thing when you're playing against a Potemkin.
Yeah.
When you're up against an experienced Potemkin player like Owner is, he's gonna, once he gets an opportunity, he's gonna just blow you
Exactly.
away because he has to.
Yeah, it's all he does.
Yeah.
Except
Look at-
for having a tremendous amount of defensive plays.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, exactly. So with Potemkin, it's like Owner showed you. It's Buster, 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 and you're down 3/4 of your health. And it always looks like a different setup, really. You're thinking you're somewhere else in the match. You're thinking that something else is happening, but it isn't. It's just the same mix-up situation where you eat a Buster.
And as we know, if you were watching Button Check these last few years,
Yeah.
Owner is a Button Check staple player.
Oh yes,
He's
yes,
always
yes.
getting top 8, so no surprise there.
And Randy is actually, sorry, Randy is being called for his next match.
I think it was Dendi. It was Dendi AFK, or maybe Motion Man.
Okay, but the next match that we're gonna have is VDV King Rasta against Kanaskie. And what's coming up next after that is Motion Man against VDV Dendi AFK. So we have 3 people from Virtual Dojo Vienna in a bracket.
And 3 members of the Czech arcade community.
That's right. So it's a,
It's a rivalry, kinda.
you could say the bracket is balanced, as all things should be.
No spoilers for Endgame, please.
I didn't even watch Infinity War. I just watched the interwebs.
So, Rasta.
Rasta. What about him? What do we know about King Rasta?
What do we do not know
what do
already
we-
at this point?
Well, what we do know is that he's the man of his RNG.
Yes.
He lives and dies by his RNG.
He's one of the best players in Europe. Period.
course.
One of the best players in Europe. Period.
Yes. And he throws items like there's no tomorrow.
But
Because whenever he throws an item, there's an apocalyptic meteor coming down.
that's true. That's true. But Kanaskie.
Kanaskie.
Let's not discount Kanaskie yet. He always manages to counter Button Check and give us a good show.
Yes. Does he still stick to Ramathal?
Yes, he does.
Perfect. Perfect. So we're gonna see.
A very high tempo aerial action.
Yeah. So one character set play monster, do not get hit. The other character RNG monster, do not get hit.
It's definitely the battle of momentum here.
Oh yeah.
The gentlemanly handshake. Probably a no button check, even though it's called button check, isn't it?
Once you can check your buttons on character select screen, the button checks themselves started being a bit obsolete.
That's true. It's a technology from the last century.
Yeah. And it saves you on time.
All right.
Hi, Susulchung. Let's go.
You can see the intro, so we know we're for reals.
And it's Ramathal. Yuck.
Ew. Sticky feet. Let's go.
Boss mode engaged. So, what's gonna be the opening gambit? Fares?
Fares?
Nah, crouching punch, and Kanaskie, interesting decision to just sit and block it.
Rasta getting the third hit.
Yeah, small mini Faust coming. And Kanaskie trying to create some distance, you can see.
There's no way to run when there's a black hole inside.
Exactly, already Kanaskie down on his life. King Rasta getting the throw.
godlike air throw.
Ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. What's gonna be next? Oh, look at Forteri!
Very creative use of these new specials, these new toys Ramthal
Yeah,
get.
Kornacki trying to go for something, but the unblockable happened. And now that, boys and girls, is an actual unblockable.
It's a very tricky mix-up, a whiff of a drill into unblockable.
Yep. Oh, interesting, confirms. Gets the real estate on the screen that Kornacki wants to work with.
Kanaskie tried to find a way in slowly but surely. Faust just has to rely on the items he gets.
Yes, oh, and he blocks, tries to go for the unblockable again, but it doesn't happen.
A really solid IB.
And smart burst from Kornacki, well placed. He keeps King Rasta in the corner, but can't capitalize on any solid hit. Look at that, still keeping him in the corner.
That's basically Rasta's motto. Like, if I'm gonna get hit, I'm gonna get hit in a situation that you cannot get anything from.
Yeah, and you can see it working. Again, so much damage already for Kornacki, despite Kornacki having the advantage throughout the match.
That was such an unfortunate event.
Yeah, so close, last hit, and
Rasta gets the first game.
that's right, and the bag explodes. So Rasta gets the first game. Kornacki just couldn't sneak in well enough to place that decisive hit.
Yes, exactly. Couldn't get the knockdown he needed.
Yeah, he could get a few stray hits in, but nothing major. Whereas Rasta, you know, he has all the setups, even the air throws were so complementing his whole gameplay style. Oh, setting up a combo, this might be it, but Minifaust is on the ground and Kornacki recognizes that.
Very good play actually from Kanaskie. Good answer from Faust. Now, it might seem this is going to be a good situation for Kanaskie.
Yes, finally he gets the proper combo into side dust.
He was probably trying to bait burst, but
Yeah, looks like it.
Rasta didn't budge at all, and he's now got the corner. This is oppressive.
Oh, bursts badly, Rasta punishes. You cannot burst badly against Rasta, and that's it!
And a matchup
round-
specific answer.
The round is done. Look at Rasta recognizing the teleport so properly. The setup is crazy, man. You couldn't ever see the teleport activating. And Rasta has the corner. The hammer is there. Build up.
Oh, it gets opened up by the pogo.
That's right. And the overhead into overhead.
That's
into double
instant.
overhead. And the flower power. Look at that, he whiffed. Oh, but the unblockable.
Rasta bet on Kanaskie going for a block and just unblockable.
Merciless, merciless, nice, classic handshake. You can see the sportsmanship in a handshake.
Yes.
These hands were shaken many times at many different tournaments, and they were shaken by many great players. You can see that. You can be there with them. Come on to button check, you can shake many great hands over here.
Here you can see how Rasta is basically using the power of Faust, going for random scrambles in the neutral, controlling it, never getting the knockdown, but still a favorable situation.
Yes.
While Kanaskie never could have gotten the actual knockdown.
That's right.
Here you can see there's matchup-specific answer for Ramthal hanging in the air, summoning swords, which is usually very problematic to answer by other characters in the cast. But Faust,
Yeah.
bam, teleport from the top.
Exactly, that's Faust for you. He's so slippery, he's so tricky.
You never know. He's got a load that's actually answer. How do you do?
Well, it works.
It works.
It's
Guilty
a
Gear.
character in Guilty Gear, right? We have a 3-hit low overhead and anti-air on top of that, and it's not broken. It's not broken at all.
Everybody accepts it.
Yeah, it's strong, sure, it's strong. It's nothing
Except
broken.
Johnny. Nobody except Johnny.
Norio Wakamoto fans accept Johnny, as anyone rightfully should. So we have Motion Man setting up against Dendi
Dendi
AFK.
AFK. So a Slayer versus Jacko matchup.
Slayer versus Jacko. Oh, we have an actual Jacko matchup, right?
Surprisingly, this year at Button Check, Jacko in top 8. Usually hadn't happened before yet.
So,
Because Swampa never came here.
uh-huh.
And now, from this matchup, there's a really important point to note about Jacko. A lot of her good neutral buttons are really active, and Slayer struggles moving around in neutral with dash against active buttons.
That's right, you can use your far-reaching or long-active normals to completely stop Slayer in his tracks if he's reliant on the Dandy step.
Exactly. Or
Because-
his dashes.
Yeah.
That Motion versus
Motion Man versus
VDV, Dandy.
they're just going to set up at the moment. Another important thing to notice
Yeah.
that
What is?
I'm not exactly sure how does the usual Slayer shenanigans on his own wake up work against Jekko minions. If Slayer has if his Dandy step backdash jump out works against minion setups, that's gonna be a real big problem. Motion Man has to come over.
As long as his opponent, Dendi AFK, actually uses the techniques.
It's the Slayer staple, so I think
That's
he's
true.
gonna be well versed in using it.
That's true. But what's important is the options are there. And here we go. We open with exactly what you were talking about. Far, long-reaching normal, very active. And the overheads are there, and the lows are there.
Motion Man getting real pressure.
Yeah.
Almost got the corner, but
Starts with the organs, they're gonna detonate soon? Or is it the buff active? Yeah, it's the buff.
a burst. Motion Man instantly air dash wire C to get in.
Yeah, gets the jumping overhead and tries to go for the organ, but here's the punish from Dendi AFK and stops Dendi again from Dendi stepping.
There was a good 5H. Now
Set
a
up.
knockdown, and the minions are coming.
They're so close, you can't be in the air. The mages are there. Overhead.
Then the AFK never got to actually block. That was a big mistake. He always tried to forward take, press a button. It does not work. Minions do cover a lot of the screen.
That's true. We have a trade in the beginning. Look at Dendi trying to bring down the house, but it's gonna be difficult. They have a lot of health, surprisingly.
Now a very solid hit was the mix-up. Manages to
baits.
bait DP. So massive.
Great punish. And here we go. Dendi AFK in the corner against Motion Man. He DPs out. And the sweep.
Ooh, tries to go for the mix-up, but Motion Man isn't having none of it.
Oh, look at the air dash. He's smart. He recognized there are servants over there who will help him mixing it up.
Whoa, there was a creative use of jump 2K.
Yeah. And
And,
again, the
This
lo-
dust is so fast when she has meter. It's sub 20 frames, I think.
Yes, not to mention it's far-reaching. And this might be it. So close. Just one hit for Motion Man, but Dendi AFK is still in the game. Be careful, Dendi. You're gonna get clipped.
And an anti-air works out for Motion Man. Dendi AFK struggles to find his footing in this matchup. He just needs to slow down a bit. Try to use the Slayer strengths that are not actually that good in this matchup.
Yes, it looks like an uphill battle for Dendi AFK, but he still was very close in that previous round. And look at Dendi AFK, very smart, destroying all the houses at the same time with down edge.
This is gonna hurt. It was too high for the combo to actually work.
Yeah, the jumping edge, smart from Dendi AFK, but no conversion, there wasn't an option. And the detonation is coming, big chip,
And that's a big damage.
big damage
Big
actually.
girl damage.
Yo.
To be politically correct.
So it's a match point for Motion Man. Here we go. Time to dirty up your halo.
And gets a knockdown. Manages to jump out.
Gets blocked, and it's a chance for Dendi AFK to barge in. Dendi clipping the houses.
Now nice instant blocks from Motion Man actually.
Yeah, Motion Man getting the setup.
And a
and
common grab.
command grab, and we have a full setup, all houses out.
He's hyping up the minions.
He's hyping it up. It's time for Concerto.
I'm seeing a burst.
Super keeping in place. Overhead, burst.
And again, Dendi is just not reacting to the air dash YRC from Motion Man's side.
What's gonna be the mix-up?
So active.
Are we gonna see another bite? Confirmed. This is gonna be big. Big for Dendi
This is very
AFK.
important now. And it gets a
Overhead.
hit. Did not bait the burst.
Motion Man perfectly bursts out.
Oh, and a
Tries.
cross up. DP.
Yeah, DP
It's all about the scramblers right now.
getting hit, but still it's Motion Man who's on the ropes, throwing out houses, and
An
it's gonna be a
explosion.
detonation soon, but
And
the
he got it!
Guardians!
Motion Man actually advances.
Motion Man advances,
2-0.
and he didn't even have to detonate the minions, they clipped Dendi AFK Slayer
But
easily.
it was a very smart thing to do at the moment because the explosions do a really big amount of
Yes.
chip damage
Yes.
and take a lot of FD
Yes.
to actually block it.
Because there's so many of them.
Yes, so a really smart thing to do. As we can see here now, Motion Man utilizing the dust to open up
Yeah.
unknowingly. It's really fast, you have to be ready for it.
And with Motion Man, he's so fluid. His setups are so smooth when everything leads to another house being either set
Exactly,
up
exactly.
or picked up and thrown. This is very important to keep consistency as Jacko because you have to utilize every opportunity, right? With Jacko, if you don't have minions out, you're really down.
Yes.
You're struggling.
Without minions or houses, Jekko is really bare bones except for her far-reaching normals.
Yeah.
She still has a good presence in neutral. You have to be always wary of that.
That's right, and you can tell that Motion Man was very confident in the way he played. Like there were scrambles at the end of some rounds, and even then, Motion Man could just execute his game plan: pick up, drop it, dash in, look for minions.
Exactly.
A few opportunities went really great for Motion Man, especially at the times where he recognized that the minions were either coming up or just being spawned, and he used that, the fact the minions will poke his opponent, to just get in or get over here, get around him, look for opportunities.
To set up this actual situation where he wants to be.
That's right, that's right.
What I actually noticed was a little bit of misplay from Dendi's side. Maybe he did not know about it. As a Slayer, I think a really useful tool you have to utilize against Jacko is that her DP is actually throwable. And Slayer has a really good throw to use. It forces her to mesh out, and that's not something Jacko wants to do because her mesh out is usually a DP or a button.
Yeah.
And Slayer can really punish those massively.
Especially since Jacko has an easy DP
Exactly.
to input, it's
Yeah.
all the more tempting to
Yeah.
go for the buttons, right?
Anyways,
Yeah.
Motion Man advances, and now we're going to see.
So we're gonna have the next match also from winners finals. I see. That's right. As we told you, we're gonna have VDV
Oh,
representing.
no, I think we're going to the losers round. I think.
So we're going
This is
to losers?
Benny, the answer player here, button check. He's really
Okay.
cool.
And Penny, I believe.
He's from
Sorry,
Hungary.
yeah.
He's from Hungary.
Yeah.
A Hungarian representative.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stream.
So-
And we just saw Dendi, so we know about his Slayer. He's really active, trying to find out a way to utilize his Slayer strength, the Dendi backdash and such.
That's right.
And Benny, answer player. I'm not gonna lie, I know a bit about this matchup. Answer really struggles against Slayer. Answer's tools to actually lock down Slayer are really static. They're not fluid in the motion. They're not in motion, to be precise. And Slayer very often can get out just by the Dendi backdash and jump out.
Yeah.
Answer struggles with that a lot, so I'm gonna be hoping Benny has something in his sleeve hidden for this matchup exactly.
And I see. I've only played against Answers before patch, so after Answer dropped, and I haven't seen Answer being picked since he dropped. So he's not really a popular character, but that means also Benny might utilize some dirty setups and count on opponents not knowing the matchup.
That's definitely a big factor also, yes.
Because you see, Answer, it's as you said, Answer is a character that has very specific set of tools, so that means he will either profit from them very highly, or he's gonna be down in the matchup.
So far, really nobody has an advantage, and as I say that,
Oh, bad burst!
Dendi gets a massive hit into a bad burst sequence.
Yeah, So first round goes to Dendi AFK. Benny struggles to score a significant hit.
And an unfortunate clone call, but Dendi was ready for it with the slide.
Yeah, and deep crouching dust from Dendi AFK. Bites the dust overhead.
And this is gonna be, oh, a taunt!
A taunt?
He's feeling himself.
Was it for real? Was it for real? Nice hit from Benny.
Good conversion.
Benny feeling the second wind after the taunt. That's an opportunity he can't let up. So low on
Nice.
life, anti-airs, eats the burst. Oh!
no.
And then the AFK anti-airs perfectly. Look at that first match for Dendi AFK. So VDV most probably is still in the game, but let's see if Benny finds an answer.
And a good set of mix-ups actually.
Yeah.
And a big call out. That was a hard read.
Great is on a drop. And look at Benny maintaining the pressure, keeping his opponent in the corner, keeping the combo going. What's gonna be the mix-up again? It's a perfect!
One of those tools that actually can catch Slayer backdash is the scroll dash from Answer.
I see.
But it's very vulnerable to blitz.
Yeah, big whiff from Dendi AFK. Benny was too far to punish. Oh, teleport utilizing the business cards. Stepping back and into a punish. Blocked pile bunker. And
Did
Benny.
not get the 6-speed, but a gold burst, a lot of meter to work with, and an air throw still gets him out of the corner.
Sets up the seals. Let's see Benny in action. Full screen confirms.
This is a scroll combo. Oh, misses it.
Misses it, but still has a significant advantage unless Dendi AFK is gonna make a comeback over here, putting his opponent in the corner. Big
And a
whiff!
Awesome punish on that blitz charge. Immediate burst. Now, let's see if actually Benny can open him up.
Continuing pressure, but gets thrown.
He tried to go for the command grab, but
Overhead.
Dendi was ready.
Is it this? Yes, this is it. This is it.
Dendi on the verge of actual game point.
That's right. So Dendi AFK on match point, and Mavic Benny struggling for his life in losers bracket. Oh, nice with punish with pile bunker. Gets the knockdown Benny and eats a reversal.
And as I said, very vulnerable to scroll dash against blitz.
Yes, and Benny, now you see Dendi AFK putting the ideas of reversals into Benny's head. Oof!
Benny does not try to jump out, which is a really strong tool against Slayers.
Yeah,
Pressure.
blocks the overhead. Nice call out on the reversal reject.
Scroll set.
But there's still so much damage. Gets the hit from standing punch. Ooh, picks him up. Dendi AFK getting hit.
Almost
Oh,
got.
this was almost it.
Oh, and it's such an unfortunate scramble.
Yes,
Benny
but
was so close to actually getting the round.
yeah, Benny was working so hard for that comeback.
Anyways, good showing, Benny.
Yes.
I'm hoping to see you sometime soon.
And good showing Dendi AFK after that last round against Motion Man. He really had a chance to shine, outplay his opponent, and resist this barrage in the final round where Benny was so hard working on that comeback.
And you know, when you lose in a tournament and then win right after the game, it can really help you regain your composure.
We're gonna quickly restart the stream. We'll be right back with you. Some issues. Now, this is a great opportunity to let you know, my friends and my friends, Stream Monsters, that despite us having some issues with the stream, everything is being recorded. So for all of you who want to study the matchup, who want to check out European FGC,
Exactly.
you will have an opportunity to watch this full HD recorded on YouTube. After the event is done, there's going to be an upload going.
All right, we can see coming back again, Kanaskie against Dendi AFK.
That's right.
Another really, I think, hard matchup for a Slayer because Ramblethal is really aerial in her neutral.
Yeah.
And Slayer isn't exactly the best type of character to deal with it.
Yeah, and on top of that, Ramlethal has a lot of long, far-reaching moves. So
They have their weaknesses.
They do.
I think Slayer has enough of good options on the ground to deal with Ramlethal.
yeah, with Slayer you can easily challenge the Ramlethal, especially her far slash. You can instant air dash over it, and that's a big punish if you're a Slayer player. But despite that, you still have to work around the tools because he can take to the skies, as you said.
Yes.
And when he's airborne, he can set up the swords that mess up your Dendi steps completely.
The very major momentum shift is when both of the players are trying to gain something from the neutral.
Yeah.
Because Ramlethal can set up the swords, and even any slight hit, basically any jump in, any sword hit, anything she gets, usually leads to a combo and a full corner carry.
That's true.
Massive damage and a really strong setup.
That's true. And that's the name of the game with Ramlethal.
Yes. At the same time, Slayer, to get the same amount of advantage, he has to go for the big hits.
Yeah.
And that can cost him the game.
But we know what happens when the big hits land.
You just disappear. They go right into it.
And
Nice
of course,
way.
jumping H, big swinging normal. Oh!
Manages to mash out a very fast 4P from Ramlethal.
Yeah, Kornalski calling Dendi AFK out. And he gets the wall. What's the setup? He continues the combo still.
Oh, and a fuzzy.
Fuzzies.
And a bad burst. Dendi doesn't know the guaranteed burst points. You have to know those against Ramlethal. She
Yeah.
basically eats burst for breakfast.
Especially since, see this? That's a looped
And
situation.
a cross up,
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that one.
it's Kornalski's favorite setup.
It's a beautiful setup. And that's gonna be a wrap-up. Look at that round. That was the proper Ramlethal round.
As I said, one hit and then you're just dead.
That's a proper execution of the game plan. It's great to see Kornalski on point with that. And look at the Dendi step into pressure, getting hit by Forteri.
Manages to get the knockdown.
Maruforu, not gonna help this time. You're gonna have to block it.
And this is now a hell for Kornalski, but he still has a burst.
He still has a burst, but he has to watch out for Helter Skelters. Nice throw! Nice throw and goes low. This time then the AFK bursts, right? Ooh, air throws. We got a challenge issued.
Then he tries to get out after the overhead, but it's still plus on block. You have to actually high beat.
Yes, and look at Kornalski with, again, great air throw game. Good projectile.
Gets a hit. Still no conversion. She's a lightweight.
Yeah.
She gets thrown into the skies, and Kornalski manages to get the first game.
Wow, from Kornalski. Now, this round wasn't as easy as the first one.
What's really important in this matchup is that to know Ramlethal does a lot of hits and builds a lot of burst. So you have to burst really fast if possible. Basically the first down row that hits from Ramlethal.
Yes.
So you have insurance, you have like 2 bursts per round and not die instantly.
And again, it's an amazing point of balance in Guilty Gear that you can have a character balanced by the fact that she has long combos.
Yeah.
And corner gets thrown into it. Nice answer from Dendi AFK.
Solid fuzzy abare. And Kornalski manages to turn the tides.
And again, side switches, keeps his opponent in the corner. That's a black beat, but you can't break now.
And the
Yo,
checkmate setup
double
did not
YRC.
work out.
Oh, he was searching for Kornalski with the towards H. Helter Skelter. Again, hit no conversion though.
Kornalski just beautiful IBs all around.
And keeping his
And a
opponent.
massive 6 speed, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, big 6 speed, this might be it. No, bursts out. Kornalski so smart. Ooh, clips Dendi AFK. No hit.
And manages to chip out. He did
That's-
not have the FD to block the ball.
That's true, Dendi AFK lost his meter to block the previous sword hit. Nice pile bunker to start off. And deep hit.
Meaty slide that hurt.
It's right overhead. We're looping it. Bite. Look at that. Kanaskie escapes. No counter hits for AFK anymore.
6H gets a knockdown.
But so low on life, any hit will take it. What's the idea, Kanaskie? What's the idea?
And a cross-up jump 2K.
Cross-up jump 2K.
Now
This
I've
is-
seen everything.
Yeah, this is unorthodox, but it's effective. Look at those tricks from Kanaskie. He's answering with tricks of his own. Nice damage. That's half a life bar gun and gets the low. The setup here.
And manages to bait the blitz. Takes a bit of a burst so he can get it to a good point inside the combo. And a stun.
Dizzy.
He doesn't have the meter to kill.
Yeah.
Now
But
it's the last
still.
chance and a good air throw. This is the chance. If this is what you were waiting for,
Waking up. Dendi AFK.
and
this-
Kanaskie manages to get it.
Great sword hit from
There's-
Kanaskie.
A very important point to make about Kanaskie.
Yes.
He's a very specific type of player to play against. He really likes to switch his defensive mechanics, really well utilizing them. Basically utilizing the FD and a combination of very carefully placed IBs. You have to know that Kanaskie does use them a lot. So you have to change your setups or pressure around it.
Understood.
Sometimes your stuff that is plus is going to be slightly minus, so it's a good idea to do like a DP. Because Kanaskie is going to go, oh, okay, I can punish. And you're going to be like, no, I
The
know you're going to
classic.
go.
The classic. No pressing buttons. No pressing buttons.
So, Kanaskie, really good defensive player in this manner.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we can see,
He's doing his best, and he did his best in this match as well.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well,
It's the finicky magic of the technology.
it's a kind of magic.
This
So
was the last.
this was the last game of Guilty Gear.
Thank you guys for watching us. We'll see you later again. Now it's Kill la Kill at 5 o'clock.
That's right. So the next game is gonna be an exhibition of Kiru Rakiru Ifu.
Oh,
Hi. Anime time.
we were given the opportunity to test it out, so look at it, guys. It looks interesting. It's not a bad game.
Thanks.
Thanks.